To register your Futura key machine, the first step you need to take is visit www.mykeyspro.com, or you can simply click on the link in the description below to see a video on how to register and create a MyKeys Pro account. Once you have your account created, you also will need to download the MyKeys Pro application on your smartphone. You can do this by visiting the Google Store if you have an Android phone, or visiting the App Store on iPhone if you have an iPhone. Once you've downloaded the application, you're simply going to tap on it to open it. Once you have your application open, you will see the option for My Devices. At this point, you're going to tap on the My Devices tab. Once you have the My Devices tab open, you'll see a plus icon in the upper right hand corner. You're simply going to tap on that plus icon, and then it's going to take you to the device registration screen. At this point, you're going to select your branch. And once you have selected your branch, you're going to enter the serial number for your Futura key machine. The serial number for your key machine can be found on the rear lower section of your machine, or you can also access your serial number on the info screen within the Futura application. Once you have your serial number entered, you can then tap on the check icon. At this point, it will pull up what type of Futura key machine you have under the product section. At that point, select register to register your device. Once you select register, your machine is now registered within MyKeys Pro, and now you need to move to your machine to update your machine so that you can complete the registration process. Once you have completed the MyKeys Pro portion of the registration process, you can now go to your Futura key machine and open up the Futura application on your tablet. Once you have the Futura application open, on the home screen, you will see an option that says updates or upgrades depending on the Futura key machine that you have. You're going to simply tap on the upgrades and or updates option, and on the next screen you'll see the option to check for updates. At this point, you're going to tap on check for updates. You will now be prompted to connect to an internet connection if you're not currently connected to one. Once the machine checks for an available update, you will then be shown what update is now available for your key machine. At this point, you can simply tap on proceed or next to download the update. This process can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Once the update has been successfully downloaded, you'll now be prompted to simply restart your key machine. At this point, you will press yes to reboot your key machine. When your key machine is restarted, the update will have successfully been completed. Once the machine is rebooted, the machine will have a solid white light that will stay on for several minutes. When the light goes from solid white to blinking blue and white, this indicates that the update is now complete and you can now connect the machine back to your tablet via Wi-Fi or tethering.